Today for New Music Monday, we're going to check out the brand new record from Doomtree, and it's called All Hands. Now, it might not come to mind instantly, but Minnesota has long been a hotbed for all sorts of music. Really, from Husker Du to Soul Asylum to Atmosphere, and of course Prince, there is tons of great music, especially in the world of hip-hop, coming out of that state. Now, if you don't know exactly who Doomtree is, they're basically a hip-hop collective from Minnesota, and they work under the record label of the same name. You've got 5 MCs and 2 producers for the most part, and to tell you the truth, they represent one of the most consistently creative segments in all of hip-hop over the past about 15 years. Now, first things first, this album is not some glossy, overproduced attempt to find radio hits. This is raw and original in all good ways. This, to me, is what great hip-hop is all about. The production is actually a bit dry, that is to say, it's a little bit on the gritty side of things. Even when the sounds get a bit spacey and deep, that organic sound is still really there. And that ends up giving this record a far more authentic feeling than a majority of recent hip-hop releases. Along with that, there is a ton of diversity in the backing sounds all across the record. You've got things that sound like the soundtrack to interplanetary travel to things that sound like you put a piece of dynamite under a city street and just let it explode. And each musical arrangement is just as engaging as it is diverse. Now don't worry, there are also really heavy beats here, but they avoid getting overblown. They hit hard, but they don't distract from everything else that's going on here. It's kind of the idea of music in hip-hop music. Whether you're looking for something more chilled out, maybe something that's a good head-bobbing song, or something that's damn near anthemic, every single track here really stands strong on its own, but they come together for something even stronger than the sum of its parts. This record also is the ideal example of what happens when you have a number of really strong MCs, each working the beat in a completely unique way, because it makes the songs even better. The problem most people have is getting a collective of MCs that are this talented and making them work together. They managed to do that here, and it's as good as ever. It's the way that all of them work on different rhythms and different paces that almost makes these songs elastic in a way. They just have a great sense of movement, and the songs kind of swing back and forth. It's really cool. But one of the big keys with the lyrics here is that there's not an ego fest here. They're not fighting for space. They're more than willing to share the song and spotlight with one another, and that selfless nature benefits each song and the album as a whole, really letting things reach their maximum potential. Beyond that, if you're looking for sharp lyrics, there's an overwhelming amount of them on this album. And on numerous occasions, each MC is able to bring a line that's nothing short of devastating. But here's the thing, there's also hooks on this album, and they're not cliche. They really fit well, and that's one of the hardest things to do in hip-hop. Every song is so well written, and it's the fact that the hooks hook you so fast that shows you that these are great compositions in every way. Whether it's a lyrical one, a musical one, the hooks are there, and they're really fantastic. And it's the balance between the music and the dazzling verses that are going to keep this one on repeat for a lot of you. In the end, there are 1 or 2 tracks on this album that I could probably do without, but the overall product is an absolute reminder of what good, true hip-hop is all about. Sharp lyrics, engaging orchestrations, and brilliant lyrics. It's really that simple. And on the Buy It or Borrow It, All Hands is a solid buy it. I think you're gonna dig this one, so go check it out. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click the like button and hop down in the comments and tell me what you thought of this record. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.